Hi, in this video I will demonstrate how to register for the Chilmark Community Center Summer 2019 using the brand new online fully digital registration system. The first step is to go to the Community Center website www.chilmarkcommunitycenter.org. Once here, you will notice that the website looks very similar to last year with two new tabs along the top, the Registration tab and the Forms tab. In order to get started, we're going to go ahead and click on the Registration tab. Once on the registration page, you will notice some text. This text describes the process to go about registering you and your family for the Chilmark Community Center. In order to walk you through the process, I'm going to go ahead and sign up a sample family to simulate the process. So the first thing I'm going to do is scroll down and look at all the various different memberships. These memberships are the same as they were this past year in 2018, and all the information about their membership details is included both online on this platform and in the booklet. So if you're confused, feel free to consult those resources for further information. So my family, for instance, has myself, my wife, and two kids, two daughters. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to sign up for a family membership. So in order to go about doing that, I'm going to click on the family membership to read more about it. Once here, I can read all of the details of the family membership. For instance, I see that I can register an unlimited number of kids in the morning program, I get a discounted rate on play school and tennis exercises, and more. I also see that there are some various discounts that might apply depending on my situation. So I'm going to go ahead and remember that for later. If you scroll down further, I see a little table which summarizes the pricing and the details of the membership. So my family is fortunate enough to spend the entire summer at Martha's Vineyard, so I'm going to go ahead and select a season-long family membership and add that to my cart. Adding the family membership to my cart is only the first step in registration though. If we go back to the main registration page and read the instructions, it clearly says that we need to add all products for which I wish to register. What that means is that I want to register my daughter Martha for a weekly youth camp sessions, and I want to register my daughter Elizabeth for play school. So in order to do that, I also need to add those specific memberships to my cart. So I'm going to scroll down, and I see play school first right here. So I'm going to go ahead and add in a play school membership for my daughter Elizabeth. As I see, it is $250 per week, and there is a cap. I noticed that weekly play school membership is capped at 35 kids. So if we run into an issue where the play school is full, you actually won't be able to add another child to play school. You will get a message that says it is out of stock. In that case, as the description indicates, you should contact our director, Alexandra London Thompson, in order to talk about a wait list or to see if any openings have become available. So the weekly play school membership, when I want to add it to my cart, I see that it lists the 7 different weeks of the community center separately. And because we're going to be here for the season, I need to add, and my daughter Elizabeth wants to attend play school for the entire summer, I'm going to go ahead and add every week to my cart individually. The reason we need to do this is in order to both track registration and make sure that we can maintain our cap. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to select July 1st to 7th, and I have only my daughter Elizabeth is going to play school, so I'm going to go ahead and add that to my cart. Once that's completed, I'm going to do the same thing for July 8th, the 14th, and I'm going to keep doing this for as many weeks as I want to. Alright, so if you scroll back up to the top, you will now see that my cart reflects a much higher total than just the family membership. That's okay, don't worry. We're going to get to the discount when we go to checkout. Before we check out though, I still need to add a youth membership for my daughter Martha. So I'm going to go ahead and select the youth camp membership page. Here's all the information about the youth camp membership. If I scroll down, I see that it costs $180 per week, but I'm going to remember that because I purchased a family membership, that price is actually going to be free. It's included in the membership. So just like play school, I'm going to select the weeks which my daughter would like to attend, and she's going to be on the vineyard all summer long, so I'm going to add all 7 weeks to my cart. Alright, again if I scroll up, my cart total is getting pretty high, but don't worry, again, that is not the accurate total. That'll be updated once we go to the checkout process. I will also point out that there's some other memberships that we can apply. For instance, if I was interested in a tennis membership for my wife and I could add a tennis membership. And again, we're going to be here for the whole season. And both my wife and I play tennis, so I'm going to select a couples membership. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my cart. Finally, if I go back to registration, I also see that I can purchase sailing lessons. And I think my kids might be interested in sailing, so I'm going to go ahead and buy just a single lesson for now, so that way my daughter Martha can give it a try. And if she likes it, I will, possibly add more in the future. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and click on my cart to view everything that's in there. This is the next step towards completing your checkout. It's really important that you make sure that your cart reflects everything accurately, so that way you don't end up paying for things you don't want, or you don't end up taking a space in a program that you don't intend to use. So just looking over my cart, I see a family membership. I see a summer's worth of play school memberships for my one daughter. I see a summer's worth of youth camp memberships for my other daughter. And I see a tennis membership and a single sailing lesson. Right now the total is reflected at almost $6,000, but don't worry, we're going to go to the checkout process in order to apply those discounts that were mentioned on the specific product pages. So I'm going to go ahead and click checkout. This is going to bring us to the checkout page where we proceed with the next mode. So I'm going to enter my email. Right now, the website is in test mode, as we see up at the top, so I don't need to enter a real credit card number. But once you do, you will just fill in your credit card number just like you would on any other website. Next, I see there's an area for discounts. This is really important because the way the community center pricing structure works, it's all about these sort of bulk memberships where we want the whole family to come. So the first thing I'm going to do is claim the benefits from my family membership. And again, those benefits are unlimited free youth camp memberships and a discounted play school membership. So in order to get the discounted play school membership, I'm going to enter the discount code family taught. And then I'm going to hit apply. And if I scroll down to the bottom of my cart, I'm going to see that I now have an $800 discount where I'm saving $100 on the play school membership each week. Even though we already have one discount applied, I can still add more discounts. And that's great because I am entitled to more via my family membership. So I'm going to enter discount code family youth to get the youth camp membership, which will take off 100% of the youth camp membership fees. So I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. And as we see, I'm now saving $1,400 on the youth camp memberships. And again, my total is coming down to a much more reasonable amount. But don't fret, we still have one more discount to apply where we get 50% off our tennis membership. So I'm going to enter discount family tennis, hit apply. And again, I see that I'm taking $450 off of my tennis membership. So now my total of $3,130 accurately reflects the amount that I owe the center. Again, if you made a mistake or don't think that you are entitled to one of these memberships, you can always hit remove and it'll just take it right off. So I'm going to scroll back up and continue filling out the rest of my information. I'm going to enter all of my personal information. Once I've completed all of my information, I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. This brings me to the last step of the checkout process, which is the review and purchase. Once I make sure that my cart accurately reflects everything I wish to purchase, my credit card information is correct, and my contact information is correct, I'm going to go ahead and click purchase. Once your order is complete, you will see an order confirmation page pull up on the community center website, and you will also get an email confirming your order. I have my email open here, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look just to make sure everything came through. And there it is. I have an email from the Chilmark Community Center confirming my order. We have an order number, we have a confirmation of everything I purchased, and the total, all the discounts that I applied and saved, and contact information for the community center. As I noticed up top though, there was some big bolded and red text, and that text says, please note that registration is not complete until all applicable forms at chilmarkcommunitycenter.org/forms are submitted. Okay, that says to me that I need to go to this link and finish my registration process. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this link in the email, And it's going to open up the Forms tab on the Community Center website. Once on the Forms page, I see that there are some instructions. Based on the memberships that you purchased, you need to fill out various forms. So I actually purchased for my family both camp memberships, tennis memberships, and sailing lessons, so I need to fill out all of the forms on this page. The forms on this page are designed to be very easy to use, very simple, and very clear, and they will enable the center to accurately track all of my relevant information. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to the first form, camper information. This provides basic family information and emergency contact information. So I'm going to click Open Form and fill it out for my family. If your child has any medical conditions, feel free to list those in the box provided. Once you finish entering your children's information, it'll ask you for both parents' information and 2 additional emergency contact information, so that way we can be sure we can access somebody in the event of an emergency. The emergency contact information should be different than both of the parents, and this is given the difficulties of reaching people on the vineyard sometimes. It's really important that you provide 4 trusted adults that we can contact in the event of an emergency. The last option lets you designate which of the 4 adults that you listed should be the primary emergency contact. I'm going to go ahead and leave that as myself. Once I'm done, I'm going to hit Submit. Next, I need to fill out the Emergency Medical Treatment Authorization. The paragraph before the form explains what this form means and why I need to sign it. Again, I'm going to open the form and fill out my information. I know that there's a consent option which I must check in order to complete the form. If you have an issue with this, please contact the Community Center for further instructions. Great, 2 forms down. The next form is the Media Authorization form. Again, after reading the paragraph that describes what this form is, I'm going to open the form and complete it. After completing the media authorization form, there's one more form to fill out about your children's information, and that is the health forms. This area of the forms page allows you to submit your child's immunization and health records. In order to complete this, you simply click on the Dropbox link provided. Once on the Dropbox page, you select Choose Files, select your file that you would like to submit, and select Choose. Although we are using Dropbox, you do not need to have a Dropbox account. Simply fill out the information on the screen. Once your file is uploaded, you will see this done, and you are all set. If you're unclear what form to submit, simply click on the 2019 Massachusetts Camp Health Requirements link to review the health requirements set by the state. 2 more to go. You only need to fill out a tennis registration form if you purchased a tennis membership. Finally, I'm going to go ahead and fill out the sailing registration form. Great. At this point, I have purchased my camp memberships and filled out all of the following forms. And that means that I am now complete with Community Center registration. We can't wait to see you this summer.